As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Niners will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 1. Purdy off the play fake. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ayuk going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
The numbers a week ago for Kupp: 4 catches, 93 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Play action. It's Darnold. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And a short gain down to about the 33. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Off of play action, Darnold. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Walker powering his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Purdy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Faking the give, Darnold. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. And they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Purdy. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Now 3rd down and very long. As they've got it as we resume action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On the counter, it's Walker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now 2nd and 3. Darnold. Outright to Smith and Jigba. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. On the give here, Charbonnet. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The Niners on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Purdy bootlegging it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. That is caught. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Purdy looking to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Touchdown! Kyle Juszczyk. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Darnold. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. To throw is Darnold. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 64 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49ers offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him, because he is eating them up right now. They begin on the ground with Guerrero. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The throwing here, Purdy. He finds Kittle going across the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Darnold now to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Going right back to Fant. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Darnold from the gun. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Pass caught by Pearsall. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Purdy will look to throw again here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Purdy. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play action, now Purdy. That's complete, it's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Niners offense had Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Open man is Juwan Jennings.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Purdy looking to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
In motion left goes Jennings. Back to throw, Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Back to throw. Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Purdy on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing here, Purdy.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Ricky Pearsall
laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Niners have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Seahawks offense has Sam Darnold headed back out there. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. And it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now 2nd and 5.
A play fake, and it's Darnold.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To throw is Darnold. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now it's Darnold. He completes this to Walker. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Straight ahead, Walker. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Boye Mafe
Picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down and one less down to try and get it.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And down he'll go at the 25. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Now Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Here's Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Purdy going to give it to Garindo.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Another try for Garindo. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Purdy, his big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down. Looking to throw. Purdy.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And Kittle going to have a 49ers 1st down as a tackle made at the 18. Purdy now to throw.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Niners have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And just shutting him off there. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down 24-21. A minute 52 to play. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Darnold to throw. Gets this to Fant.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
That'll be caught by Cup.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
He's going to let it fly. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Throwing, Purdy.
And he rifles one incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Purdy to throw.
Gets this one to use check. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's Purdy.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners 1st down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line.
He's going to float this over the middle deep.
This ball intercepted. picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Seahawks, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.